Welcome to Home Brewing TV. In this episode, we're going to be doing a first-time brew. Speaking of brews, what are you drinking there, Mike?
Caramelized triple, Paul.
Got myself a black IPA, both of which we got from Northern Brewer.
Today, we'll be making a cream ale, also from Northern Brewer.
So when you're done watching the video, please check out their website, northernbrewer.com. This is what's in the kit.
Let's get familiar with a typical Northern Brewer kit. First, you get your set of instructions. Then, you'll also get your liquid malt extract, your steeping grains, your grain bag used for the steeping, and of course, your hops.
Not included in this kit is the yeast.
Let me talk about that.
In this kit, the instructions call for either a dry yeast or a liquid yeast option. In this case, we'll be using Yeast 1056 American Ale Smack Pack.
Sanitation. It's a big deal.
Everything that touches your beer has to be sanitized. This is what we use.
Star San is an acid-based sanitizer. It's very easy and safe to use. Just mix 1 ounce of Star San to every 5 gallons of water. Mike and I will typically mix up a bucket to soak all of our equipment in for the brew day.
Let's get to brewing.
This is what the grains look like.
This is going to be giving you your color and the starches and flavor to your beer. This is the sock that we were talking about earlier. Just pour this into the sock. This might be a good thing to do outside. So this is dusty. And this smells quite a lot like grape nuts. Anyway, Paul is tying it in a knot. This is basically our tea bag, our beer bag, if you want to call it.
Paul's trying to tie it in a knot. Here we go.
And what we're going to do is add it to the 5 gallons of water that we just poured. Get some of the dust out. We're going to add it. Anyway, if you never use these in your office, now you've got a real use for them.
Let the grains steep 20 minutes or until the water reaches 170 degrees. At 170 degrees or 20 minutes, whichever comes first, remove the grain bag. Then bring it to a boil.
Are you ready to go, Paul? You ready to take it down? Excellent.
Yep.
All right, so here we go. We're going to stir it up. You got the stir stick?
Take it off the heat so that we don't burn it to the bottom, because burnt sugar sucks. Tastes bad. It's not good bean. You just don't want it.
A little bit of the hot water, the hot wort, back in. Notice I've got a glove.
Yeah, that's another rookie mistake.
Yes. Make sure you wear a glove. Plastic and boiling water get very hot. As you can see, shaking it up expands it, takes it out, open it up, every drop counts. At this point, we've got a full boil, as we can see here. And from the temperature we took, it's about boiling as well. So if it says boil and it shows boil, it's boil time. At this point,
boil over. I can tell it already.
Yep. So just kick back a little bit. I'm going to add the hops at this point in the recipe. Just slowly pour the hops in. It's the bittering agent, remember? And at this point, you can really smell it. And from this point on, we'll boil it about 1 hour.
One of the things, when this thing's done boiling, we have to cool it down to roughly 80 degrees so that we don't kill the yeast when we put it into it. One of the ways you can do that is with just an ice bath. Take the whole thing, put it into some ice water, cool it off that way. We like to use wort chiller. It's basically a glorified radiator. Cold water goes in from the tap or from your hose outside, circulates around through the yeast or through the wort, and then the hot water gets dumped out. This does what an ice bath will do in about a third of the time. So we're talking about 5 minutes using this, 10 to 15 minutes using an ice bath. And you want it to go down cooler faster because there's a certain range, what would you say it is, Mike, about 120 degrees, between 180 and 120 degrees, that bacteria thrives in wort. So you want to try to get it cool down past that as fast as possible. So that's why we use the wort chiller.
After 60 minutes, begin running cold water through the wort chiller. The water will circulate through the chiller and exit through the tube. Be careful, the exit tube water will be very hot. When the wort reaches the required temperature, in our case 80 degrees, remove the chiller.
All right, chill down our wort to about, how many degrees there, Paul?
80 degrees.
80 degrees. Paul's going to hold the strainer, and I'm going to do the heavy lifting. I'd say that's par for the course there, Paul, huh?
Now we need to aerate the wort. We do this so that the yeast has some oxygen to feed off of once it's added. Just rock it back and forth for a couple of minutes, that'll get it good and mixed in. Another way to aerate the wort, and in my opinion a better way, is to use a drill attachment.
Boy, there we go. And Paul, make it become beer.
Thanks for watching. As you can see, making beer is a pretty easy process. If you have any questions or comments, please add those below. Please subscribe and like our videos. If you're just getting started with this, visit Northern Brewer. They can help you out with everything that you need.
Go ahead.
All right, let's make it look easy though. Just hit it once and shake it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.